So at some point, I'm sure all of you have seen this guy one time or another, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, social media, somewhere. He makes little commercials promoting the Magic John tempered glass screen protector. He hits the screen protector with like an axe. He uses a drill against it to try to show how durable it is. But honestly, I don't trust tempered glass screen protector manufacturers because typically the manufacturers embellish on what the screen protector can actually handle. So in this video, I'm going to be putting the screen protector to the test. I'm going to go through the full installation. We're going to see how it fits, how it feels, how well it works with the in-display fingerprint sensor, and then I'm going to test the durability with a drop and a scratch test to see if those 8-foot drop test claims are really true. And it also says that it's got 9H hardness for scratch resistance, which pretty much every tempered glass screen protector manufacturer says. And by the end of this video, you'll know whether the screen protector is right for you. So let's get into it. So we get 2 tempered glass screen protectors with an installation guide and 2 installation packets with a squeegee. So the first thing we need to do is to thoroughly clean off our screen with the alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then take your installation tray. We need to open up the one side just like this and put the phone inside the guide, and then press down with the wipe to make sure that it's firmly inside the installation guide. Then we'll use our dust sticker to remove any dust. Then we're going to put down the guide and press it into place, making sure that all 6 of these little fasteners snap. Then hold down the guide with one hand, and we're going to peel out this little tab with the other. Then we're going to wait 30 seconds for it to adhere. Then we need to lift up the guide and then press down on this plastic piece here to release it. Then lift up on the protector, and then you can take out your phone. And we'll take a look at the screen really quick. So I don't see any bubbles or lifting. There's no dust or anything. So installation was pretty seamless. I like that. It does seem to have a slight gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility, and the edges are also rounded off. The glass is nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. And as far as fingerprint smudges, it does seem to pick up smudges on the screen, as you can see, but we should be able to just very easily wipe those away, and we can with minimal effort. Now I have already registered my fingerprints in here, so we'll just see if they still work. And that seems to still work. Yep, no problem there. It's pretty quick. Yeah, fingerprints are working fine. Let's test out our facial recognition. Yeah, facial recognition working perfectly fine. Yep. Take a look at our selfie camera. Camera's nice and clear, no issues there because the glass does cover the camera. So we don't have any issues there. You can see the screen is nice and clear. Touch working perfectly fine. No problems. Now let's take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And you can see that there is no rainbow effect. That seems to be the same for pretty much every screen protector I've tested so far. I like that because the rainbow can get annoying. Let's test out the alignment of our screen. Look at our camera here. And it looks like you can see all the corners of the camera, so it shouldn't cut off any part of your screen. And then if we take a look at our white image here, we can kind of look at the edges to see if there's any light bleed. And it does look like there's just a little bit. It's not horrible, but it does seem to be there. Let's test out our S Pen. S Pen working perfectly fine on the screen protector. There's a slight bit of resistance, which is typical. I don't see any issues. Looking pretty good. Now let's test out our case compatibility. This is the Mouse Limitless case, and it looks like there's a slight gap on the bottom here, on the top, and just a very little bit on the sides. So it should be compatible with most cases. And you can see here that the screen protector does not have any anti-reflective coating, so you will lose that on your phone screen. So everything about the screen protector is looking good so far. Now let's test out the durability with a drop and a scratch test. Okay, so we're going to start off our test by dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 4 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 4 feet. Moving on to 5 feet. 6 feet. 7 feet. 7 feet. Alright, so this screen protector lasted up until a 7-foot drop. Not too bad, not too far away from the 8-foot claim. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch at a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off our test with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. And if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and about the same at a number 7. So scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy and it came out flawless. It also does seem to work perfectly fine with the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S Pen. It doesn't have an anti-reflective coating, so you will lose that on your phone. It also does seem to be case friendly. It lasted up until a 7-foot drop, and scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So definitely not bad. This screen protector was pretty much everything that they kind of stated online. The 9H hardness is not the same as a Mohs 9 hardness. It's different. So typically the regular tempered glass scratches at a Mohs hardness number 6, and this screen protector was no different. They stated that it would withstand an 8-foot drop. This, in my testing, withstood a 7, and I'd give it some leeway because our testing is a little different. So for the most part, it was pretty much on par with what they said for the drop test. And installation was a breeze. You saw that there was no dust and no bubbles. It was just a pretty flawless installation. The only thing that would have made the screen protector much better would be to have an anti-reflective coating. But what are you guys most interested in when it comes to tempered glass screen protectors? Is it an anti-reflective coating, the drop resistance, or the scratch resistance? Let me know in comments below. And if you guys do want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.